Hi everyone, Scorp here, continuing this Duelist the Roses Gemini playthrough where we are trading ourselves artificially. We are only allowing ourselves to use a card once until we've used all of the cards. Today our first order of business is to go take down Pegasus. Now to do that, I am going to be probably playing some weird concoction of a deck. So we'll see what we can put together here. I'm gonna put in our Manga Rayuran. So I'm gonna put in some of the Toon Dragons. So 21 through 24 here. And then, so basically, I don't exactly know what I want to use, but I have some ideas. I know I'm going to put a fairy as a deck leader, so that should help us. I'll put in 29. I did kind of want to use most of the Wind Dragons if I could, just to get them out of the way. So, not really going to get too much here. I'm going to use a lot of these lower cost dragons in the Sea Serpent deck. And then I probably am also going to use more of a Dark Dragon deck at some point, so like I'm trying to ration out my cards a little bit, and trying to, and we can also put in a Time Wizard. But at the same time, like, we kind of have to get to the point where we've used most of the cards at this point, and we're going to start running out. We're basically just going to be playing cleanup here. So I wanted to do, so 386. Well, we've already finished all the warrior opponents, so that'll be deck leader. We might as well put Hourglass of Courage in the deck, because I believe we are done with fairies now, since we don't have to deal with any more fiends or zombies for the rest of the playthrough. Now, we're not going to use any the reptiles or the insects or the fish or the machines, but I would like to put in a whole bunch of thunders. Now, why, you may ask? Because there's no one else to really use them on. There aren't really female opponents left. I have dealt with pretty much all of them. Ishizu's got thunders, which I plan to use insects on. My plan is to use reptiles against Weevil, and then sea serpents against Pyro Boy, aka Richard, and then basically whatever's left is going to go against Kaiba. That's going to probably be more of the Dark Dragons type of thing. So we're just going to kind of throw stuff at the wall on Ishizu and see what we get. So seven, 8, not Fire Kraken. So all the way to 7. All the way to 547. From 535? Really? Wow. Okay, so we're just putting all those cards in. Most of these cards don't have effects that are actually useful against anybody. I mean, I guess we could have used Leon against Keith, but I mean, he definitely didn't need to get wrecked any harder than he already did. Immortal Thunder is kind of useless at this point since we've already kind of used everything. So I do want to go back to the top. I want to grab like one more dragon. Grab the, let's see. I wanted Twin-Headed Behemoth because it's a pretty good card. So I just wanted to get that in there too. Okay, now we have a whole bunch of minions, but we're still gonna need more monsters. And don't really know exactly what I want to put in with it. We could put in some plants, and then go into, we could make B-Dragons, basically. Jungle Kings, we could also play Immortals, but I guess we'll probably save those for Kaiba. Yeah, we're in this, well, I guess plants are going to be mostly against Kaiba. So we'll save the plants. Yeah. This is kind of the problem. We do need some terrain change here. I'm thinking we could probably put in a mountain since 691, since we haven't used that yet. We've already used most of the hate cards. We haven't used Time Seal yet, but I don't think we necessarily should against somebody that's going to have all of their cards spellbound. We could use... I mean, we could just put in 704 and 705 as cards to have in the deck. We don't really need those cards for later. We've already used 707, 708, save. I'm going to save most of the burn cards for if I actually go into, when I use the Darkness Approaches. Got 718. We've used everything but 23 and 26. Most of those cards don't matter for this matchup. Let's see. What else do we need? This is the part where this challenge is actually really challenging for building a deck. So we'll use that later. We haven't used 750, but that's gonna be used later. 754. We can use that later. Let's see. Got... Oh, what? Why is this out of order? Oh, because this is an equip card. Yes. Usually it is an equip card. 756, 77. It's all fine. We're not going to use that yet. 761. We will use that on Kaiba. 64 we can put on Horn of Light, for sure. We'll have to use Horn of the Unicorn at some point. Dragon Treasure is not useful for us. 71, can't use. 72. I'm gonna mark that off because I know we played zombies, so. I'm assuming we already used Violet Crystal. If we didn't, I mean, we should have. But I'm pretty sure we put it in. That's dinosaurs and that. 779 we'll use later. 780 and 81. We can put in Bright Castle, I guess. We could actually put in Mystical Elf in this deck if we wanted to. 84 has been used, 83 has not, but it's okay. But 85 can go in since we put in all of... I mean, we've pretty much put in every remaining wind creature here, so... And then, I mean, it's definitely time for us to start using a couple traps, so... I mean, traps don't matter in this matchup. We can use, like, 808, 809, 810. So 808, 809, 810, right? Okay. Go. 811's savable. Used 813. 14's getting saved. 815. There's no one that really is going to do that much life point regen later. Reverse Trap will probably just play on a Shizu or something. 18... Shadow of Eyes would be pretty good against Pegasus, I believe. Since we're going to be trying to break down a bunch of paralyzed creatures. And then 223. I can put in both of those. And, oh, actually, let's keep out Magic Jammer. Just 22. I'm not really worried about Call of the Grave much. Probably could have used it against Yugi. And even though he never played a Mirror Force against us. So that's everything. So I'm going to go back to the top, and we're going to put in a Mystical Elf for sure. We are 5 cards left in this deck, so 35. Oh, we've already used Mystical Elf. Never mind. We actually did do that full Mystical Elf deck, huh? Let's just grab Fairy Dragon. It's not a great card, but we can put it in. I'll save Lesser Dragon for... I don't know. Actually, I'm not going to save Lesser Dragon. There's no point. Some of these are worth saving, like these level 3 ones are worth it for going into stuff. We can take the Dragon, 20. And I took Manga Reiren, so there's that. Let's see here. We don't need that. Take 45. I mean, we do have a bunch of equips in our deck, so that'll work. And then 51. Stern Mystic's not useful. That was going to go against Weevil. 53. I guess we can just put 53 in. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of cards used at this point. So it's getting extremely difficult to actually put a deck together, which is entirely why I'm showing you guys this process of putting a deck together, because it is getting extremely hard. Since, I mean, five decks is 210 cards, right? So we've used 630 cards already, and I just put another 41 into that pile, so that's 671 cards. Reminder, there's only 853 cards in this game. So that means we are rapidly approaching the end of cards. We only have we only have like 140 cards after this game to choose from, so I'm not going to need the Goblin Secret Remedy, I don't think. So I put out Maha Velo. I should probably... This is all equips, right? So I'm going to check if I draw... did draw one. But I can't play it this turn, so I'm going to leave him in attack mode before Pegasus takes a full advantage of Maha Velo's effect. Not something I really want him to do. Also, he has quite a few traps right now, I believe. And it's a very good thing we didn't let him take advantage of Maha Velo's effect. Okay. One of those two is a monster, and the other one is a trap. Oh, they were both monsters. One of them was just terrible. That's exactly why we played Unhappy Maiden, by the way. And that's a Soul Hunter. Wait, we destroy... Oh, this is Clown Zombie. So I'm gonna just play this one without the equip. Yeah, we destroy Fiends. So, Maha Velo can go back to defense. For that, we play around cards perfectly, it feels good. So yeah, top right he has a Clown Zombie. He just played another trap. Oh, a Mirror Wall. Unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. This Toon Alligator is going to be obnoxious. Bye. If anything, we're just demonstrating how powerful leader effects are. Oh, there goes another creature. We're just obliterating all of his stuff. I don't really care if he hits me directly, honestly, because anything that he can hit me directly with is pretty weak. Let's get Time Wizard to get rid of this for us. That means that we should be able to play a twin-headed with an equip next turn and hit him directly, so... Oh hey, another, Ooh, this is actually going to do a lot of damage regardless, so let's do this through his creature. Oh, it wasn't quite lethal. It was a lot of damage, though. Oh, wait, Time Wizard counts as a tune? Really? Well, unfortunately for him, that means he loses. Oh, I should have put Toon World in my deck. Just because now Toon World's also useless. Hey, we got a 3 in a row. So yeah, Pegasus is not very hard when you can destroy basically all of his creatures that are actually meaningful, and you paralyze all the ones that are also kind of meaningful. So yeah, pretty brutal. We've used a ton of cards at this point. So next up, we are going to be taking down Ishizu. Now I wanted to use insects on her, so I will just build the insect deck. It shouldn't take very long to build an insect deck. So, I mean, we're just going to start at the top of these. We're going to go here, 395. Spiked Snail is actually a decent card, however weak it is. Big Insect, yeah. So I'm starting at 395. I'm going to put in all of them. I'm just trying to decide what the leader is for the deck. Probably Dungeon Worm. It's that or Legul. I don't really want terrain change though, because I'm already gonna have plenty of sources of terrain change. Okay, so all the way to 432, we put every single card in our deck. And we probably shouldn't, because we do need to put some other cards in. I think we need to put in 4, so I'm going to actually take out a card that I should have probably put in the last deck, which is 432. Not that it mattered, that last game was completely over. But we need to put in to the deck, I did want to put in a forest, so 689. I didn't use it yet, so nope, I haven't. Oh, I also wanted to, I don't need string mystic for this. Okay. Yep. So, oh, I didn't put the forest in the deck. So forest, and now there's 3 equips I wanted. So let's see here. I wanted... well, one of them is right here. It's Cocoon of Evolution. 798. Which, I mean, no other deck's gonna ever want that thing. And I think it's 765. Nope. It is 756 and 57. So that is going to be the deck for taking on Ishizu. I mean, this is literally just all of the insects. All of the bad ones, all of the great ones. So, either we draw well, and, I mean, if drawing well, we draw any of these 3, like, we draw, like, 2 of the good insects, and this game is just over, so... that's the plan. Yeah, another... I mean, we have done a lot of Monster Mash decks. This is just another Monster Mash deck for us, so... we're all set up for Ishizu. I will see you all in the next one, where we'll actually take down Ishizu. So thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.